What are the craziest, most creative websites you've visited?
Visited or built?
Both. Let's throw in both.
Yeah, I picked that to, I guess, spawn the topic of like, what's the craziest project you've worked on? I guess
Yeah.
we've all seen some crazy stuff, but like, what's one you've been personally involved with?
I once built a crazy website for this company, this small startup. It was like a subscription based, like you basically pay a subscription and you get somebody's content. I don't know where I was going. I'm trying to make an OnlyFans joke, but I couldn't.
I couldn't tell if you were doing
Couldn't
a bit
stick
or
the
not.
landing
Yeah.
because that's too broad.
So true story. We merged with a company the very early days of Raptor and inherited this client. I will not say what the URL or what the name was, but it was a dating site specifically for sugar daddies. So young women would go post their profile as like here are the goods, and sugar daddies, usually older men with money, would go on and would essentially say, would you like to go out on a weekend date?
Like have their pick of the crop, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was
What?
the whole site.
You remember the name of the site?
Oh, I do. I
What
just
is-
don't want to.
Is it still around? Is my follow-up.
I don't know. I'll tell you guys afterwards.
Okay.
The reason being is like they ended up getting into some major like legal issues.
Really?
I think probably because it's kind of like they were trying to do prostitution.
Yeah, it's technically
without
prostitution.
saying they were doing. Tell me you're a prostitute without telling me you're
Yeah.
a prostitute. That was the last time I allowed, because they were trying to be like, no. It's like girls who just only want to date successful guys, and guys who just want young, vibrant women instead of
Yeah.
like, ones that are boring. And I'm like, okay, this still and.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I'm like, no, we're not taking any. If it feels weird, it is weird. If it gives me the something's wrong, and I've just started using my family as excuses now. So you guys have heard me say, if my kid can't sit on my lap while I'm coding this, we won't build it.
Yeah.
And same thing. If I would feel awkward surfing this site, like if my wife walked into the room and I was on this site and I'm like, nothing's happening, we just won't build it. And most people actually are pretty cool with that. Like we've had strip clubs, we've had a prostitute reach out that wanted us to build a site.
Yeah.
I think the term is
Divine.
escort.
Yeah, no, she used the word prostitute. She was
Really?
from Pahrump. You guys weren't here at that time, but she called, and I'm not kidding. She said, I can pay you with either money or services. And I was like, yeah, I don't think my wife is good with that, and I would prefer not to contract an STD. So
Yeah, when I saw this one, I'm like, there are two that come to my mind, and neither one of them have been while I've been with Raptor. But the first one, and we might want to cut this, I don't know, but it was basically like this guy had this concept for a website, and he's like, so envision this, we will not be replaced. And then he followed that up with the most racist stuff I've ever heard, and I had to shut that down pretty quick. I'm like, I'm not building this for you, but good luck for wherever you go. And then he turned very aggressive after that. But yeah, he had this grand idea that he was going to basically build the Fourth Reich, was his thing. But so yeah, I had a chance to be part of history. I did not take of it. I turned that down.
Dang,
you
dude.
might have prevented World War III.
Yeah.
The one that really comes to mind, I turned it down. Glad I could help. The one that really comes to mind, it's also a dating site, and this was a cool concept that I hope it gets built someday. But it was a thing that we had started on this project for this guy, and it was a dating site based off of food reviews. So it was going to be like both you could like leave reviews and stuff for restaurants and all that, and then get matched with people who have similar food tastes as you.
Dude.
And he was going to basically, like, he kind of ended up not following all the way through. Like, we built like kind of like a prototype and all that for it, but he needed to raise some capital, and he was trying really hard to get like Panda Express and stuff to invest in it. And it just never happened, so it just never took off. But I'm like, I still think that's kind of an interesting concept. So sorry for putting your idea out there, guy, but if somebody, I want to see that get built someday.